What is it you're doing?
Sebastian's policing me.
Yeah, I'm just making sure everything's camera ready.
Oh, okay. Welcome back.
Hello, everyone.
I just took a shower, so I look quite scary. No makeup, very wet hair, and I'm freezing.
Fun. I took a shower earlier today, which is why my hair for once does not look absolutely terrible. It's slightly better today.
We're here for Double Gift Day.
Double gift day.
We have a gift there
I know what Mom has.
and gift here.
You know what mine is?
Well,
Or in
I
general?
know the general
And there's a dog
idea.
here.
This used to be one of my favorite little pet shops. Basically, nobody knows this, Austin was around the same age as me when we were younger, so I used to force him to play toys with me. And
Do you want to try that again?
He would have been a lot younger.
Austin was around the same age as you.
Well, like I couldn't play toys with Luna. Austin was close enough to still be into toys when I
Yes,
was into toys.
yes.
This is what I
Well,
meant.
I remember because you wouldn't play as the Enterprise people on Star Trek. You would never be Chekhov.
No,
or
I
Sulu.
didn't want to do that. I wanted to play Littlest Pet Shops, but you never wanted to do that unless they were Homestuck Littlest Pet Shops.
That was years later, though.
It was still around. It was still the same
And
idea.
We found this dog in the Star Trek bin.
in the Star Trek bin because this dog was always
I think
going
that
on adventures with Austin's action figures.
I think we named that dog James T. Cook.
No,
I did. I think we did. His name was Cook.
you might have. I did not.
He joined the crew as like a what's it called?
I'm
A foreign exchange alien.
a dog. I traveled around to spread
it's
my
easy to
urine
fit,
and mark my territory.
It's easy to fit another toy into Star Trek when playing, right? Because we're always going to strange new worlds.
New,
So-
This is a-
new
this is
life
a good
forms and
dog.
civilizations.
Yeah, to boldly,
boldly
go,
go
where no
where-
man has gone before. Except I had the Kelvin track.
I remember, Mom's airplane set for her dolls, her Barbie dolls. There used to be a Star Trek one that was like that. It was like a box and
Yeah.
it just opened up.
Yeah, uh-huh.
We played with that a lot,
Yes.
but it was way too big for what we played with.
Yeah, it had like the little teleporter
Yeah.
and the chair. Yeah.
Wow, what a picture!
Didn't mean to do
I
that.
believe it or not, there were 3 Enterprise playsets, Josie. There were 3 of them. Do you remember every
He's
one?
having a grand old time.
Father, can you name every one I had?
Father,
That one, the Mego one,
Yeah.
the Playmates one,
Yep.
the Build Your Own one.
Yep. Those were the 3.
Can I open this now?
you do it first.
Oh, I go first?
Yeah,
Well, if you insist. Oh, it's a Barbie in a box.
it's a Barbie in a box.
Spring Blossom. Isn't this the one that we saw?
I want to see.
Oh, she's pretty.
Well, we probably saw her in the thrift stores when we were in the antique stores in Arizona. How pretty.
First in a oh, it's from Avon.
Yes. That was what I'm saying.
She's
I
pretty.
remember seeing these. How pretty.
She's very.
So is this
brightly
like one of
colored
those silk
Easter.
But
stones?
she's Easter. No.
No.
No?
Stupid
Spring Blossom
idiot. God,
Avon
stupid.
sold her. I have the Avon catalog, Austin.
Is this intended for like a little kid or like an adult
No,
collector?
for Easter.
It's like an old lady.
No. It's for
This
spring.
is something your grandma
Barbie.
would buy you for Easter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Easter exclusive
So
special edition.
what I
Spring
said,
Blossom
but
Barbie.
also not what I said. She's pretty. She was
First
she
in the
comes
series.
with a comb.
Oh, I need a yellow one. Yay, no new color.
She's collecting them.
Damn.
She's pretty. Did you look at her face?
She's
Yes.
really pretty.
She's
Thank
pretty.
you, babe. I love her.
What's
I
the
like
year
her
on that?
little
On
hat.
95.
I want to open her.
Yep. 95.
I'm going to open her.
What does that say? 2-year.
2-year
She's no
limited
longer
warranty.
mint.
I think the warranty is gone.
I think so too.
Just saying.
I don't know. I would call Mattel and say, "Look, I got an issue with the Spring Blossom Barbie. This isn't.
No.
This is forced in a series. There was no follow-up, so I want a refund."
No.
I want my $10 back.
I want
Yeah.
to get up and get scissors, but
Well,
I'll
you
have
can't
to.
open her without the scissors. She's like
Let me see.
strapped
Can I-
in.
Can we just say the scissors are right over here,
So far.
so far away?
I am not getting them for
It was
you.
a long 10-hour day at work. I've been up since, well, I started work at
She's
7.
gonna guilt you. You gotta get the scissors now.
The shower wore me out. After the shower, I was just like
What's this?
relaxed.
That's
and
for
done.
Josie.
Let me see.
No,
Oh.
you can't see. You have to wait.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
You don't.
It's
I'm
a whoopee
back.
cushion. You can just tell by feeling it.
I
It's a
like
whoopee cushion.
the wrapping paper. Did it come like that, or did you do that?
No, before we bought
That's how it came.
It's a whoopee cushion. I can tell you. I've
Everything
already
go-
felt it.
You can go ahead and do hers.
Look, feel it. It's got that squeeze
I know
that
what
like
it
a fort cushion has.
Ew, I don't like the
No.
feeling of whatever it is.
No,
It's like a
nothing
fort cushion.
bad. You're gonna love it.
Oh my god!
It's furniture. Real licensed
What the
furniture.
heck?
It's a bed. That's an extra she threw in.
Yummy.
Look, it's officially a
It's a
licensed
little
Furby bed.
bed.
Oh
Furby
my
sleeps
God.
on it. Isn't it the cutest thing ever?
It's a
They
little
have
Furby
furniture.
bed.
They didn't even
Furbiature.
This is recent. This is 2012. This is when they brought back Furbies and they had those creepy eyes. You know the ones I'm talking about. The scary ones that like contracted into their body when they moved.
Mm,
You know the ones that went. You know
Mhm.
those ones. Those ones. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
What were the big fuzzy ones?
The 2005 ones when
There you
Hasbro
go.
got Furby and they made them like this big.
Yeah, they were like
Yeah.
big, giant.
I'm completely terrified of those. I really don't want one.
You
They-
do.
No.
You do.
I don't like them. They're like, and they've got like double eyelids. I can't explain them. You have to Google them. 2005 Furby. Get scarred for life. Everything's going okay over here. We got
Yeah, I
a
was
little
just kind of looking
basket.
at the basket of flowers. She
Mm.
has a pretty ring. Now I'm at the hair part, which is always the hard part. So, don't mind
Well,
me.
this is so entertaining. People are having a great time.
Why doesn't she have shoes?
you like your bed?
Where are her shoes? She's barefoot?
I'm sure it comes with shoes
No.
or probably with the comb.
She's a hippie.
We haven't done
I
it
don't
yet.
see shoes. She's a
Look.
hippie.
Okay, just wait, please. Thank you.
Where are her shoes?
My hair. I hate that they stitch.
Where, she gonna go to
I'm
Woodstock
gonna
and
go get one of
stomp
my
around
Furbies.
the mud?
Actually, I'm getting them all.
She's gonna go get one of her.
At least she's
Furbies.
not running around the driveway. Remember those
just
days?
looking at this box art makes me sleepy.
Oh, I think
It
I
looks
got
like soap.
It does look like a soap.
Avon used to have soap in a box like this.
Yeah.
My mother would buy all those little shaped soaps that we were forbidden to use.
Oh, did I get it?
Do you ever see? You've never see? You ever seen? You've seen soaps and shapes, right?
Yeah.
And you soaps like at that stupid store at the mall where they look like food.
Yes.
Rachel, do you remember they used to make soaps the same size as a bar of soap, and the gimmick was they had a photo in them that was on a clear piece of plastic, so you could
What is she doing?
use the soap, and eventually the little flimsy plastic thing would come out and you could collect it.
Oh my god. Are you gonna pan the camera that way? You're missing
See,
something.
her shoes come with the comb often. Always. Leave me now. Leave me now.
Oh, I thought she was like a hippie.
How you like me now? How you like me now?
Spring Blossom. That sounds
There's
like a.
Timmy, Puck, and Silent Pax.
Well, maybe she's a hippie.
Silent
Look,
Pax. Poor
she's got the
Pax.
flower on her head.
God.
And maybe Spring Blossom is like a pot euphemism.
Oh my god.
Ay, ay, ay.
What's
Oh.
happening? What did I miss? Also, this piece of hair cannot decide which side it wants to go on, and it's sincerely bothering me.
Maybe shoes never can tell left from right.
Let me see. I can do this.
You tell me which way to put them on. So excited.
hold
Okay,
on.
here's the
Yellow back.
question: who's gonna sit on the sacred
I think it should
chair?
always go to your first Furby ever.
Puck?
Okay,
Yeah.
this is it.
I think he is worthy.
Nope, Jingle Bell. He fits.
That's Pax.
Jingle bell.
Pax can't talk.
Oh, he's a quiet.
You should
talk to
crack him
Timmy,
open
though.
and see what's wrong with him.
Talk to Timmy.
Oh, he's really freaky.
He just has a deep
Doesn't she
voice.
look so pretty?
This is complete
Beautiful.
and utter chaos. That's what's
Do
happening
you have
right
this
now.
one too, Nicolette? Nicolette has a lot of Barbies. She's so pretty.
Let me see.
I'm surprised as much Avon as my mom bought that I didn't have Avon Barbies.
Does her leg bend?
Uh-huh.
Does
Do the
it
snappy
go-
thingy.
Yeah, do the snappy thing.
This is number one
Yep.
in '95. You're a little old.
Younger than I am now.
Uh huh.
But you're right. We were already married by then.
She has the bent arms. You like the
I
bent
like,
arms.
these are my favorite arm molds.
She can go, hello, I'm here.
My favorite arm molds. And I'm so
Thank
glad she
you.
had this
Thank you for watching.
season,
Thank
but
you
that's
for
why she came with
enjoying.
always comes
This is
All
a
right.
very
Any
strong
last
cat.
words?
It just lets her hair poke out.
Uh-huh.
No.
I like it. Happy weekend. It's Friday.
Okay, this is Austin's Star Trek vault from his childhood. And we're going to go through the top drawer and see what's in it.
Hello.
We're talking about One Direction.
What was my reporter name? Richard? Richard,
Dirk Diggler.
Douglas? Douglas?
I'm Ryder Tucker.
What about Zimmerman? That's a very reporter
Yeah,
name. Only
yeah.
reporters are
Dick
named
Zimmerman.
There you go. I like it. I'm Dick Zimmerman. and welcome to
91 Reasons
what are you
News.
looking at? Is there like a bug or something?
I'm trying to remember her name.
Oh, Mom's kind of having a moment.
The box is over there. Your mother's already forgot the name of her Barbie.
God.
Oh,
It's right there. You can get.
Then.
Oh,
I
I'm
can't
not.
get
I know. I'm not getting
No,
up.
Well, that's not
so what are we doing, Father?
Go through the top drawer. Let's see what's in there.
All right.
Well,
Your mother.
name.
You should preface this by saying your mother is very into Star Trek figures.
Yeah, she likes them. Well, they're from the 90s. You two were getting together. It's like a nostalgic thing. This is the full Star Trek figure I
There
pull
he
out.
is.
Mom, this is our full Star Trek figure.
Oh, that's
What,
not Star Trek. I know
What
that
Star
is.
Trek character is this? This is Boombo. There you go.
There you
One of
go.
your favorite Star
That's why he's in the
I
drawer.
know it's Max
So he never
Rebo.
went anywhere.
I know. Though I prefer the Kenner one. The Kenner one with the red eyes.
It's a good figure though.
Yeah, it's a good figure. All right. What else
Although
we got?
design-wise, they weren't trying.
I'm beginning to think there are no Star Trek figures in our Star
I'm
Trek
going to
figure
take
bin.
my children away.
So this is
Who
an
is this?
This is an Amazon woman who is entirely gold. Is this Wonder Woman?
No.
No.
Oh, I know who that is.
Is this Spawn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It is a
I know her
Spawn
name
lady.
even. I'm
When
good.
you don't have her hand on her hip, she looks incredibly awkward. So I don't know why they gave her that articulation. They should have just permanently posed.
Oh, she's supposed to hold a sword.
Yeah, that's why
Oh
she's
no,
wearing
she's
it.
sassy. She's like
That
oh,
was
yeah.
exclusive. For some reason, the exclusives were less detailed than the regular version. What is her name, honey?
Angela.
That is
The
Angela.
toy industry loves
know why I
gold
know
and
that.
silver figures. They
Sometimes
love
I
it
scare myself.
because they don't have to pay a dime. They can just get another figure out from
Yeah.
the same sculpt.
One spray up.
So this is actually not a Star Trek figure. This is I can't even think of a joke. You're supposed to help me out here. Who is this?
That's one of the principals from every single Disney Channel original movie.
Okay.
It's Captain Stubing.
I will say, this is not from my collection. I didn't own this.
No.
I don't remember
You
this. No.
Just
I
a
didn't-
funky little old man in a dress.
Yeah, I didn't like the dress uniform figures.
Me neither.
I
That's
didn't
why
like
he's in the
any of
drawer.
those.
That's why he's not on the shelf.
I don't like his big shoes. He's got Shrek feet.
The
That's so he'll
Playmates
stand up.
figures always had big. Yes, exactly. And the Playmates figures. Here's our first one. The Ferengi, great figure. They have good construction.
You gotta show the figure. There you go. That's the first series for Engay.
What was the friend game walk?
What?
One Direction.
That's good. That's good.
That's a variation.
What makes these good figures, though, is not only are they detailed, but they have good construction. They're chunky.
Mm-hmm.
They can withstand play, and they can stand, which is a one-up.
You have to
over-
put one of his legs back. There you go.
That automatically puts him above Star Wars
What
figures.
variation of that is? Do you know?
No.
That is the
This is an ugly character.
first edition Ferengi. No black on his boots.
Oh.
The fact that you know that just proves every single time I've called you a nerd.
This is William Shatner.
Mm-hmm.
And his.
That's just basic white dude.
No, it's Captain Cork. Oh my God! In his later
Doesn't he
years.
wear yellow?
No, he wears the red
This
more
is
than the yellow.
This is not a TV series figure.
No, it's from the movie.
This is a movie. What movie is it from?
This is all of the Trek movies.
That figure is from a specific film. You can tell by its articulation or lack thereof.
6
Generations.
Generations. Okay. It's funny you go to yellow with Cork because that's the classic uniform. I always thought Cork red. Cork's in a red uniform. 'Cause
That's the movie, Kirk.
I watched the movies with you growing up.
Yeah.
I didn't watch anything.
This is
I
the
just,
one where
I just know the
he gets
memes.
crushed by a bridge, right?
Yep. Star Trek
He try
Generations.
to blow up the sun.
Dr. Soren.
I can't wait for one of
This-
them.
Can
to
you
drop
move
one
his
of them in the
coffee over here or over there?
Let me have my coffee. You can't take away my coffee.
One of them is going to fall
This is a
inside.
common figure. I think I had 3 or 4.
Yeah, she's very common.
Jax.
Nope.
Something like that.
Nope. That's
No?
not Jedzia Dax. That's
thought I had
Kira, head of security of Deep Space Nine.
From Solo?
She does look like a bit like my old school principal, Mrs. Connolly, in the face. Maybe that's why I didn't play with her. To me, she was always an extra because I had so many of her. I just put a bunch of her in the background, or they were red shorts. They died off.
She's a
quickly.
Bajoran.
This was not a top pick in the play bin.
Not a top pick.
I don't know what this is. You want to explain? I really do. Is this Star? This isn't Star Trek.
That's a Star Trek
Yeah.
figure.
It is?
Oh, this is. Oh, it's
That's
like
not the guy from Shrek?
a.
Like Farquaad?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
No.
It's Michael Eisner.
If you tell me this is some weird outer space creature from Star Trek, I don't believe you.
That's Q.
Who?
Q, the villain from the first episode.
What? Is this a Happy Meal toy? What is his arms?
Hey, that's a terrible figure. This is not good.
They made a line of him with action features, so him and Picard could duel.
And I mean, he doesn't fit the play pattern.
He's the sheriff of Nottingham
He
from
towers
the
over Cook.
Robin Hood episode.
Yeah, this goes in the bad
Wait,
pile.
this is in the same line as this guy?
Yeah, it doesn't make any
They're
sense.
different scales.
Okay, now onto a figure I liked very much. This
This is gonna be. You remember when I talked about Back to the Future for an hour last night? This is gonna be 2 hours longer than that.
This was a great figure.
It's a
really
great
liked
figure.
This one. This is Cork when he's skydiving in Generations.
Which
And
is not in the film.
No,
I thought he was an astronaut.
no, he's a skydiver. He comes with skydiving gear.
But he skydives from
that I assume
space,
is something
so it's a
like
space
Oh.
suit.
See?
Okay, Father, you gotta explain this one.
That is a custom of Hecubus from Kids in the Hall, made from a Data figure.
I mean,
Manservant Hecubus.
there you go. There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
These are all such terrible character designs.
Who is this? I don't know this one.
That is Christopher Plummer from Star
He
Trek,
looks like a water wolf.
The
character.
Undiscovered Country.
You're not even talking. Is this a little ponytail back
He's a
there?
Klingon. Yes, the ponytail.
Okay, Father, you have another one to explain.
That is Simon Milligat from the Pit of Ultimate Darkness. He goes with Hecubus from Kids in the Hall.
You liked those little custom datas, man. You painted them up.
These figures, you have to understand, at the time I made these customs, you could buy these figures for $1.
This is a good data. Nice
Yeah.
head sculpt. Look
That's
at that.
Nemesis, I believe.
This is Art Asylum. Isn't
Yeah.
It?
Is there anyone here who's not being put to sleep by this?
Wait, hold on. We're gonna get to the good stuff. Okay, this was a great figure. I loved this figure. Who's this guy?
He looks like a play on the Apes.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dr. Zayas, right?
That's the Essog.
the Essog. Okay. Well, that's a great figure. I like it. I like it.
Oh my god.
Okay, now these I love.
This is your childhood.
This is my childhood. We're really getting into childhood now. This is
Happy Meals.
these are the Happy Meals. Yeah. But you can't understand what they're saying. You want to bet they still work?
Maybe.
They have to.
This one says ancient Chekhov, 1,000 years old, right?
I think so.
That's what we deciphered. Oh, Babylon David saw it. That's what we.
What?
Ancient Chekhov, Babylon David saw it.
Can you play that closer to the
That's
camera so
what we
they can
figured
hear
out.
what you're talking about? Is it German?
If you know what that is.
Russian. He's saying Ensign Chekhov, Pavel, and then his middle name.
Oh.
That's Anton Yelkin,
I know now.
who
I'm
passed
sad.
away.
Now I'm just gonna be sad. He was the best part of those movies.
Yeah, he was great, and he
was fantastic.
He unfortunately
That's my
got
top two.
he got out of his SUV to check the mail,
Yep.
and his
Remember
SUV rolled over and killed him. Oh, it's
He didn't
awful,
put it in the right
just
gear.
awful.
And I mean, he was so great.
He had
Chekhov.
he had a big career ahead of him.
Whoop three sir. Whoop three sir. Whoop three sir.
That's the best quote they
Whoop three,
had.
sir.
Now that's Sulu, played by John Cho, who's most famous for American Pie, where he utters the immortal line,
Oh, I don't know. I don't want
MILF.
to close on
Whoop
me.
three sir.
he's the guy that says MILF.
I really loved these Burger King toys.
I see
I
your freebie toy, Joseph, that came with your order.
as a kid, these were rough. You could really play with them. They had a Star Wars line as well that went with them.
You had them all in a bin, and you just like get the Star Trek bin out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And am I right in saying you were always missing one? Did you ever
Yes.
get the motorcycle?
The motorcycle was very rare. I did eventually get it. The reason it was so
Yes.
rare is because it was in scale with the figures.
Yes.
So this is I'm giving it all she's got, Captain.
Oh my god, I know this one.
Are you
I
ready?
know this
Are you
one.
ready?
Yes.
And sometimes you would put the figures away, and it would get stuck,
Yeah.
and it would talk all night.
Yep.
Pure
These
happiness.
are-
at
these
the
are
side of
great-
That one. I remember that
These
one.
are great toys, man.
Now these batteries will eventually die, so at least you have them. Although at this point they're 11 years old.
Still going.
The batteries in here are 11 years old.
I remember that one too.
What did she say?
I don't. When you say it, I'm gonna remember it. But
It was
I can't
like,
remember that one specifically.
Something about a message intercepting
Captain,
a
we're being held.
Captain, we're being held. Captain, we're being yes. There you
Oh, I
go.
can't believe you guys remember that. Impressive, Luna.
It was played repeatedly.
Oh, now we're really getting serious. All right, we got a morgue up in here. The
God,
morgue.
these like
Morn.
animal villain
Morn.
creatures are so ugly.
They're awesome. Look at this.
Why is he
guy.
called
Ugly.
Morn?
I don't know.
M-O-R-N.
I have no idea.
He's on Deep Space Nine. He sits at the bar all day and drinks beer.
Oh, it's Norm.
So he's Norm with
Okay,
the
yeah.
letters rearranged.
This is such a great figure. Look
Yeah,
at that. Look at that
that's a
face.
great figure.
I politely disagree.
Ooh, this is probably my favorite Picard.
Oh my
Even
God.
though it wasn't in
You guys
scale.
know there's 3 little
Yeah, I know.
containers
We'll
here,
get-
and
we'll
he's
get
not
through it
even
quickly.
halfway through the first
We're just
one?
doing the top one, I think.
Okay, this is a great Picard. I like how posable he is. I like
Yeah.
that he's got those legs.
That's
swiveled
First
legs.
Contact. For some reason, that was their first jump of an entire line in a different scale. It really pissed everybody off.
This is that lady that Cork falls in love with back in time, right?
Yeah,
I remember that episode. And she dies.
that's Edith Keeler.
And he tries
Played
so
by
hard
Joan
to
Collins.
save her life, and he can't.
He has to let her die for the
Yeah.
past to, for the future to
Wow,
be
thi-
intact.
This episode messed me up. When I
That's
was
City
little.
on the Edge of Forever. One of the, if not the greatest hour of science fiction ever written, by
Very good.
Harlan Ellison.
He was,
Josie.
this is, what's his name? From Roger...
Basic white dude.
No, Roger Rabbit. It's Eddie Valiant.
Basic white dude.
This is Eddie Valiant.
That's the guy who talks about Disneyland when you go into that one room with the air conditioner on Main Street. I don't remember his name. You're gonna get mad at me.
Steve
for-
Martin?
Yes, that
This is,
guy.
That is Picard as Dixon Hill.
This is Space Cork, but I never liked the head sculpt on this. He looks
That
like
is
a little kid.
Kirk-
You have to go to the bathroom.
Kirk from Tholian
Be
Web.
as far
I
away
think his
from it.
knees move. That's
Ooh,
what
this is
I
a good
know,
one.
though.
This is a good one. I like this guy. He looks like the last Starfighter alien.
Yeah, that's the Vorgon.
Oh, this is a great figure.
No,
This is a
they're
good one.
all so ugly.
What else we got here?
God,
Here we go.
Here's the Borg. And what else do you say? It's the Borg.
That Borg has a name.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Locutus.
That's
It's Picard. I
Locutus.
didn't realize. Well, he's got a six-pack. Why does Picard
he
get
was
whipped?
he was released like this, and also with Vac Metal
Okay,
Silver.
what does old Spock say?
He's got to say live long and prosper, right?
Hey, but it's
He goes, live long and prosper. There's a
Yeah,
pause.
it's like Harrison Ford. Chewie, live long
You went with the old
and
school, huh?
prosper.
it feels like home.
There you go.
Such dorks. Oh my god.
Here's Eddie Valiant's friend, the guy from L.A. Noire.
There you go.
Press X to
Falls
doubt.
downstairs.
Yeah, X to doubt.
Doubt.
These teleporters, I love these so much. I had
I
these.
know those.
I
I
put these
remember
all in a
those.
row.
They
and
came with
I-
those silly
Yeah.
half clear figures.
Oh, no, it doesn't sound like it used to. It kind of sounds like a nightmare now.
Kinda.
You know, these were fun.
How come that battery didn't last, but these Happy Meal ones did?
Here's another one with his helmet.
Yeah.
See what else we got here.
God's dying over there.
God, it's so boring. Like, this is an alien.
This is the worst.
That
thing
is-
you've ever put me
Character?
through.
That is the doctor from Sequest. But he was made in the same scale
So
as
it's not Star Trek.
It's
no,
not Star Trek.
not Star Trek. Sequest.
Okay, what does Spock say from Heroes?
He says, "Call my agent."
No, he says like that is highly illogical, right?
So it has to be something like that, right?
There you go. Yeah, told you. Told you.
The pure silence when you pressed the button and it didn't work. Yeah.
We're gonna go through these kind of quickly.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Oh. There's two of them. Oh, no.
This is Data. This is the one I was asking you about, also. This is Ensign Rowe. They made her pleasant looking, but on the show she is awful in every scene she's in.
Father wants a hug.
Yeah, that's a terrible toy.
This is
Just fling that in the street.
Father wants a hug.
It's so ugly. I don't even know what that is. Fling that in the
This is like,
street.
What's this lady's
Hello?
gem?
That's Oprah.
Gem? That's Guinan.
No, I knew it was like
It's Whoopi Goldberg.
Okay. Oh, this is
You get a spaceship, and you get a spaceship.
This is Dr. Emmett Brown.
Yep.
That is Dr. Noonien Soong, the man who
not
created
any
Data.
better.
And you know they're all numbered on their feet.
Oh,
Each
you
one of
low
them.
numbers?
Each one of them has a number on their feet.
This is,
Rare numbers.
If you don't know who that is, you need to give it up.
This is Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Like
He's
the
not
fact that
wrong.
You said his last
Con!
Cucumber.
Hello, Captain Kirk. From hell's heart, I spit at thee. Time is a luxury you don't have. Where's that Kirk? That red Kirk. Con? Con, we left you on City Alpha 5. This is City Alpha 5.
How many minutes has this been so far?
30.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I love the monkeys.
Well, you know why there's a joke, right?
Yeah, they based him off the monkeys.
They put Chekhov on the show because he looked like one of the monkeys.
Yep, that's it. Oh, we got some good ones. Okay. So up next, this is one of my most hated figures. I made a point to kill this character off every time I play it.
Yeah.
The aliens would always eat him because I don't like his face.
That's Dr.
You don't like
Bashir.
his face?
Nope, I don't. Look at him.
I can see he's got a wide forehead.
Yeah, not a fan of that one. This is a good one. This is Picard when he enters the sparkling glowing.
This is after Picard has pissed his pants with Romulan ale.
He's all sparkly glowy.
It's the pose you put in.
There were a lot of interesting play scenarios with this one.
Can you give us one?
I don't know.
Oh no, it's the
Con, it's
Yeah.
me, Kirk.
squishy.
Are you up for a rematch? I'm
Yeah,
laughing
no, they're squishy. You
at
see
the
his squishy
superior
belly.
intellect.
His belly squishy.
He lives.
He's
I
got
hate that he feels like that. Why does he feel like that?
This is the first Star Trek figure I ever got. I got this in Vegas when I was like 2. I've had this for a long time. This is a really old toy.
He has realistic skin filling.
He
And-
tasks me.
They don't like him because his belly is squishy,
I hate
Like-
it.
like
I hate
the-
the way
yeah.
it
like an old
feels.
Mego dog.
They were trying something new.
I don't know about that.
I tell you,
But it just got a
Captain
lot
Kirk,
of play.
I leave you like you left me, buried
He was
alive
bigger when I was smaller,
in the
but
heart
I
of
was
a
also
dead
smaller.
moon.
Explain.
Just a dude, you know?
Oh yeah, this is an accessory one of the figures came with. Dr. Noonien Soong. This is like his prototype Data.
Okay. I love this thing.
That's a Snarfblat.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I just saw this. No,
I feel like he's.
I just
making
saw
words
this
up.
episode. This is one of the creatures in the zoo on the Enterprise that they have
Mom,
to
come
save.
save me.
It makes 2 or 3 appearances. It looks like the anteater that's always trying to get the best of the Pink Panther. That's voiced by Jackie Mason. Hey, doing? Where's the Pink Panther? I gotta take care of the Pink Panther.
Okay,
Yeah.
the good
remember
news
the Pink
is
Panther having
the
words
rest of
in
the
it.
drawer is just lots and lots of accessories.
Okay.
We're not going to go into that.
Well, let's wrap it up.
All right, so we've got some PVCs.
back.
Welcome back.
Wow, these are really bad.
I need coffee.
Yeah,
Look at
those,
these.
yeah, those are terrible.
Mom, what do you think of these?
I like PVCs. I'm a huge fan.
Is this McCoy or Spock? I can't even tell.
That's
They're
McCoy.
great toys.
Even though it looks like he has pointed ears.
It's
That's not
Spock.
Spock.
When you kids were little, I bought PVCs in every form I could find them.
Ooh, I don't know about this
Just
one.
like them.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Hello, it's me.
Is that Pee Wee Herman?
His name is on his base, in case you weren't clear that it's Q.
That's supposed to be something.
I'm totally gonna take over the
I
Enterprise.
see all the good figures, so we have to go for a few more minutes. Just quickly.
Then he played an
um,
FMV game where he
here's some
started
bad
Why is
datas.
he wearing a
You're not
bodysuit?
showing the camera. Yeah, these are just Data figures.
some space, Josie.
This is Billy Mays.
I love Billy Mays. May he rest in
Yep.
peace.
Wait, there's more.
This is terrible. What is this?
That's talking Q.
Yeah.
How's he talk?
He says, Bonjour, mon
Is his arm
capitaine.
supposed to be another color, or is he rotted
Rotted,
over time?
It's so old. Wait. No. He goes, Bonjour, mon capitaine.
All I
Put him
do
in
is
this. This is
pain
cool.
and agony.
Yeah, you go. Put him in the.
This is a very.
Traveling over the wall.
Where's the yellow one? He goes, look, this is where he goes. He falls. He goes, you Klingon bastard.
I was telling
You
Dad,
killed my
Mom,
son.
This is my full Star
Nobody
Trek
can
figure.
be enjoying
I got
this.
this when I was
Nobody
Feel it.
watching
Just feel it.
this
Don't
can
tell her
be
you
I've had this a
enjoying
long time. I got
this.
this in
This
Vegas.
there's no fun here.
I'm gonna feel
Nobody
his
at
chest-
home
his
is like,
chest.
Wait.
"Ha, this chaos is
This
so
is a mini
entertaining."
Peter Quill.
Yes.
It's a very tiny Star Wars.
You want that,
Inside
Josie?
the other
Oh,
Star
I
Trek
like him. I'm
figures.
just
Okay,
Yeah.
now we've got the cream de la crop, okay? Are you guys ready?
The cream de la crop. How have you made it this far? We have the cream de la crop. There's so much wrong in what he just said.
What happened?
He's like, and now we have the cream de menthe of my collection. Okay, no, please give us the cream de la crop. You know what you did there, right? Like you can say cream of the crop or creme de la creme, but you said creme de la crop.
Oh, God. Can't. There's good stuff in here. Okay.
Well, hurry, because we're gonna run out of
No,
tape.
please. Okay, do you want
No, please.
you want to stop and then hit record again? Just keep
It
going.
doesn't
Okay.
change things.
This is the best figure of the line.
Yes.
This is my favorite.
That's it.
This is it. I love this toy.
You don't even know what that
It's the
is.
space jockey from Alien. Just look at that.
That is the swarm alien from Voyager.
From that
I-
movie, Prometheus.
I love this figure.
Love it.
All right.
Are you keeping that?
Ooh, a super wicked Borg figure that you could open the claws of.
Yeah, that's a great figure.
This was a favorite.
That's a
too of
first
mine.
contact
I
Borg.
love this toy. What do
I
you-
like Mom's face
He's
right
like,
now. Just the pure, like, I don't
so
get
tired.
it. I'm tired. I'm over it.
exterminate.
The creme de la crop.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
Gorn.
now this one I know.
This is my original
Austin
Gorn.
loved this
His
man.
hands are hot glued because I broke them off.
We met this man, this sweet little man who played this
We've
guy.
seen him many
And
times.
but the first time he saw him, it was so special, and he had to buy his autograph, which cost
Gorn
us like
dollars.
$20. And he gave him the Gorn money, signed Gorn money. He kept on his wall for decades.
This is so
What is this?
not fun.
You don't
to
know what this
watch.
is?
Keeper?
This is the alien from the Corbinite
It's
maneuver.
just a block of plastic.
Yeah, in the
An
episode,
alien head.
this shows up on the Enterprise's view screen, and he's going to
looks like a
destroy
PVC.
everybody.
Very into PVCs.
He's going
What
to.
does PVC
They're not gonna
sound
let me
stand
say it.
for?
It's like heavy plastic.
It's like polyvinyl cola plastic.
Okay, continue what you're saying, Dad.
The Corbinite maneuver. This guy threatens the Enterprise, and Kirk calls his bluff by saying he's going to pull the Corbinite maneuver. And the guy doesn't know how to defend it, so he gives up. And it turns out this is just a puppet. And Kirk actually. I'm going to just divorce you today.
I think this little thing is cute.
I love this.
Does he stand there like that?
He can. Why not?
I like that.
That looks like. That doesn't even look like Kirk. It looks like a shoe salesman. You want these in a size 9? We have them in a size 8. Look, he's kind of portly.
Back over here. I like it.
Austin's already dipping into drawer 2.
Yeah, I got lots of stuff. Okay.
So when he gets to the ship, Kirk has a drink, and it's a young child with the voice of an adult, played by Clint Howard.
Okay, now let Austin talk now.
Okay.
Lost the time.
This is a great figure.
Would you
Uh,
call this the cream de la crop?
Yeah, I can't find it, but he had a big sword that was
Yeah.
really cool.
He had a bakla.
Yeah, no, I like him.
I like this one.
like
Everything he takes out, he has to
That
put
is
back in.
Galron in ceremonial outfit.
the Gorn in the Playmate
That's
scale.
the Playmates Gorn.
Like it?
Like
Those are
it.
my favorite.
Like it?
Okay, wait, hold on. This guy, I love this guy. I don't know what he is, but I loved him.
I remember him.
Big fan of this guy.
Big
You don't have
fan.
any idea who that is?
Nope.
That's
I remember
Geordi.
being
Oh, of course
used
it
a
is.
lot
That's
when
Geordi
we
as a
were toys.
Tarchanan alien.
Got it. Here's a great Sulu. Look at this. This is a great Sulu. Mom,
Yeah, that's
you approve?
Wrath of Khan Sulu.
Definitely.
This is one of the first figures I got. This one, I can tell you, I did get at the Hilton in Vegas. I remember getting this. Mio Cork. This is the greatest. This is the Nausicaan.
That's your
The
favorite character.
Nausicaan. I love this toy. Oh my god. I got it while eating a deep dish pizza by
I got it. It's done. I got
I
it.
did.
No, we're almost
I
done. Don't
remember
leave.
it. I got a DiGiorno deep dish mini pizza that was so good, and I got the Nausicaan. Mom said if I ate all my pizza, I'd
From
get a
where?
toy.
Was that this quaint little
What do you mean?
pizza shop?
From
They
where?
had a Terminator Salvation machine.
DiGiorno in the
and
microwave.
You're so
Damn,
ridiculous.
that's pinball.
You're like. This should be your favorite character because this is who you most identify with. It was a DiGiorno pizza. Where'd you get the figure? I don't know. I just got the pizza. It was a deep dish, single serve DiGiorno. It took 3 minutes and 28 seconds in the microwave. And I let it cool off for 4 minutes and 17 seconds. So it took 7 minutes and 48 seconds for me to
I would
eat.
get the Nausicaan. And
Now, Rachel, why is the Nausicaan important? He's not a particularly rare figure,
Because if he got him, Austin ate all
Yes.
of his pizza.
but he's rare by proxy because he's from the episode Tapestry.
Oh.
He threatens Picard from the episode Tapestry.
She's not listening to
this
you.
is a Ken Star Trek outfit.
Oh, your
Yeah.
mother's just gonna take
I need
that.
that set.
There you go. It's yours.
Well, no, I want the set.
She throws it.
I thought you liked the clothes more than the dolls.
No.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, that's Data as a Romulan
I thought it was
from
Spock.
the episode Unification.
Okay. I did not usually play as the goal figure.
This is the
when we played
ugliest thing
toys.
I've ever seen. What is this man? He's just going. He's going.
That's the Romulan style.
I did not usually play with the female figures.
Are you
but
one of those who are attracted to this lady?
no, I just said I like this figure, and I like that you could stretch your hands out. And wait, where's Cook? We'll go with
Oh,
Monkeys
they
Man.
can make out.
No, she could dance with the Monkeys Man.
There you go. And I saw her face.
And yeah, when I played,
I'm a believer.
What I did is I just made Captain Cook. We'll play. Well, this is Cook.
Now that's the Orion.
Is there a Cook here?
Oh boy,
I like to make Cook this big drunk because this figure came with a big bottle of booze.
you came with wine to Chris in the Enterprise.
I would always make him drink and then just like hang out with the lady and then just go away.
Now, do you know who this is?
So they
Who
can
this
play the alien.
actress is?
Nope. Green
This
Goal.
is Yvonne Craig. No,
No.
Batgirl from the Adam West Batman show.
Oh.
This looks like Coulson from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
yeah,
Now,
Coulson.
there's a bunch of bowling. Oh, PVC. Mom.
Oh, there's
Oh, I like
Worf.
him. He could go with my favorites over here.
Your mom's gonna bake you a cake
This
with
is-
those on top.
This is old Biff.
These are my favorites.
Yeah, old Biff. That's for 30 years.
You make this guy talk yet?
Wait a second. Oh, this is a great one. This is Quark.
I
Yeah.
get it.
I love it.
I
That's a
like
great figure.
Never give up, never surrender. Much
They
more.
didn't make any toys for that.
Better than this. Just saying.
Okay, wait, hold on.
You got about 2 minutes to wrap
oh
this
my
up.
God, how long is this?
Half hour.
Hold on.
God.
This episode's gonna be nearly 2 hours.
I grabbed.
I'm
So
so
I was gonna
sorry.
pick
We're
one
making a
09 figure.
It's not an episode
Yeah.
anymore.
Do people sit here and watch the whole thing?
These are the 09
No.
Trek figures. They did not age well. Their bodies
Same
are so
company.
wide.
Think
Put
about
this-
that.
Put this near the
This is
end
Pike.
of the.
That's Playmates.
Oh my
Put this
god.
near
Why
the
is it so
end of the
tiny? Let me
video,
see.
and then if everybody's watched this far, comment below
Okay, I like this
your
one, too.
favorite color.
You do?
Yeah. He gets to stay.
Wait, hold on. I got more then. This is Ahula.
No, I don't like her.
What about Neo?
Nope, I don't like him.
Neo.
I think I like this yellow shirt outfit
Hold
guy.
on. I got more.
Oh, give her the goofy one when you touch him. He's all gooey in the middle.
Oh no, I don't like that. I like these ones.
Look at this guy. Look at him.
There.
Wait. Okay.
No, no.
There's Davy Jones.
I got the
Cheer
Benzite.
up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what
Didn't
can
you just
it?
say we need to speed up?
Yeah,
It's
that's
Benzite.
Mordok the Benzite.
Great
And
figure.
that would emit fog for him to
I have a
breathe.
project to work on.
It's a great figure.
Okay, Mom. What about
I
this
have
one?
candy to go eat.
I can't even tell you who this is.
No, I don't like that one.
That's McCoy. All she left me was my bones.
No, I don't like him either. No, he's not speaking to me.
I don't like her toes.
Oh, let me see, I need to-
Oh, that's a
I
Galoob
don't
Data.
like that they,
That used to go in the house.
sculpted that.
Okay, 'cause I like this one. He could be my.
Well, you should put a box together and you're going to put them on display in the house, right?
I like this people.
Did your mother pick the worst figures of the whole box? Like, these are like stuff you get at a pinata at a kid's party you don't like.
This is who I like. No, I don't like him.
His sword. Remember I said he had a big
Yeah,
sword?
his botlet.
And to end it off,
End it off. This is
something
it.
very special.
Something very special.
Oh,
Do you know what this is?
He's a ship.
First off, sadly, this was the Enterprise because they never made a big one. So I would have to just close my eyes and pretend that they were all.
Is that a
in
cake topper?
My 9th birthday.
oh,
This
that's
was the
special.
cake topper.
Can't ever get rid of that.
I had a
one.
Star Trek
Here,
cake.
he's gonna go on my favorites.
Mine.
No, this goes
I
on
gotta
my
wait.
specials.
And I used my birthday money because I was so into Star Trek. I bought this for $30.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's $30 down the drain.
All of your fingers are too big for this.
No, the little one's going
The
there.
little ones.
See ya. and I would go. No, I wouldn't do that. It doesn't make any sense. I would just kind of sit there.
It came with a placemat.
And you know, I always hated, that quickly our cat sat on and it became a nightmare. I always did not like that Ahua did not sit well. I wanted Ahua to sit. I wish they had made this cloth.
Yeah.
Well, that's my Star Trek collection.
Okay, well there it is.
I mean,
Use the microphone.
Well,
say
this
goodbye.
is the best of it right here.
you literally picked the worst items out of that box.
Stop it! Stop digging!
Wait,
no.
look, it's still got our cat's
Oh
teeth
no,
marks.
he has the play
Look,
mat.
that's where the cat ate it.
You don't have the one where the cat gave birth on it, right? You didn't keep
That's
that
still
one.
that's still in a box out here.
No, stop. Hold up. Everybody shut up. You kept it?
It's a Sears
I think it's out here
cantina.
somewhere.
The
I'd love to
cat
replace
gave
that.
birth
I don't
on
make enough
it.
money.
It's
Well,
fine.
that cat gave both a lot, so maybe they did give both on this. We don't know.
What is he saying? What is this thing
Warp
saying?
3, sir.
Oh no.
How would I know? Why is he handing me this? What do I do with this thing? Hello?
Look, it also
I
came
feel
with
like
this.
it wants to open, but
like I'm
I
supposed
don't know.
to. I'm supposed to do something with this. Look at this. This is the worst playset ever. It's awful.
That's the screen.
I kind of like it.
It's
Is
really.
there a part in the plastic you can slide in? Or no?
Hold on. Oh wait.
Isn't there a screen?
I only have one
there
hand.
it
I can't do
is.
anything.
Oh boy.
I think it goes like that.
Oh, look, we're
and
getting
then
a
you
whole
put the
building
picture
here.
in it. You put the picture in it. Mama, do
Oh,
it.
in that.
No, they want to watch Max Lebo.
Should put a picture of your family in here, honey, so they look at somebody they love.
I don't know. I'm trying
This
so
is
excited.
pure chaos, and nobody here is watching what we're doing and thinking, "Oh yes, I'm following." No more.
My birthday cake.
Oh, I remember that.
It sits right
This is
there.
pure insane.
Mom,
How do
why are
you
you
remember
doing
your
that?
ninth
There's no point to
birthday?
that.
Is it working? Can you see it over there?
I got another PVC.
Well, then it's working.
I don't even remember my ninth birthday.
I'm
What did we
making
do
a
for my
scene.
ninth birthday?
You're making a scene, all right.
What did we
Oh,
do
no,
for my ninth?
oh,
I don't know.
oh,
What
I
did we
like
do for your
him
ninth
too.
birthday?
That's an old woman.
This one goes over here.
Wait. What is that one saying?
I'm a doctor, not a physicist.
I remember that one.
And this is like, I'm James T. Cook, right?
Unbelievable.
You found one. It doesn't work.
He's gone.
No, we have to bury him.
Rest in pieces.
Does this count, Mom, as PVC?
I will say
Oh, he's cute. There you go.
nothing.
Mom's got it.
I like that one a lot. He's moving
Well,
up to the
this, I
top.
would like this one. It's like a naked lady.
Please stop.
That's Troy, and she's wearing her uniform.
longer.
That's Troy.
I guess she could go.
Counselor
We
Deanna
can't do this
Troy.
for any longer.
like
I'm
the one
leaving.
Yeah, you get a pizza. If you eat the pizza, you get a figure.
Oh, yeah,
Was the
yeah.
pig figure in the pizza?
Okay, I found the figure we did this.
The
whole
creme
reason
de
we
la
were
crop?
looking- I found the creme de la crop. The whole reason we were looking in this bin. There was actually a very well figure in here, and I just
Yeah,
found
that's
it.
why we did this, right?
Yes,
Yes.
he's in here.
All right. Yes. I was gonna buy that on eBay, and Austin said, "I think I have it."
My favorite figure, man. I love this guy.
It looks like the
Though,
Snake Man from Dreamscape.
I did not think he was going to be in here because I played with him with my Star Wars figures more than my Star Trek figures. He was
We
18
have
A.
kept the Star Trek figures.
They're all still here.
Please, no
Look
more.
at that.
Say goodbye.
This is a rare Galoob alien worth a lot of money.
Wait, hold on.
Take the
there might be-
microphone and
He's
say
gonna drive the
goodbye.
ship. Can he sit?
What about this one?
He's just driving. No.
That one's a bust.
This guy's gonna drive, okay?
I have these famed Star Trek.
Look, she's lost the will to live.
I think we're done. Wrap it
Yep.
up. You can end it on my beautiful figures over here if you want. If you'd like, sir. End it right there.
Pure gibberish.
Toast.
Oh,
Oh no. My little monkey man thing.
You know, I've never seen
No, I
a
need
Star
that.
Trek movie before.
Do you know the preamble? Go. Space.
Right?
Wait, see if your mom knows
Yeah,
it.
right?
I
Go.
know. Something about go boldly go.
Space.
No, I don't know. Boldly go.
Boldly go. That's it, huh?
The crap de la crop.
Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
They say boldly go.
Its ongoing mission
Isn't that the
to seek out new life forms and new civilizations. To boldly go where no man has gone before.
The Twilight Zone.
No one has gone before.
I kind of knew it.
That's Next Generation. Next Generation, it's her ongoing mission to boldly
I'll
go
say-
where no one
Austin,
has gone
say
before.
goodbye, take the microphone, say thank you.
All right, thanks for
watching.
everybody.
Ancient Chekhov.
Josie,
my
give us
God.
the Spock. Give us the Spock.
Hey,
Hey, it's been another week and
will be
another
held.
live long, clip-filled show of what we have done. The days roll by, and I've always said it. We were counting on Savers, the local thrift store, as the indicator of things back to normal. Everything virtually has opened except Savers. I think they might have the World Series with 65,000 people in attendance before they open Savers. It makes no sense. I even contacted them on their website, and I said, "Hey, can you point me to a list of when these stores are going to open?" And they pointed me to where the listing of the stores is, which I already had, of course, because I check it all the time to see if they're going to open, and they don't open. So if you're watching this on Saturday night when it's released, we are in Las Vegas. Friday morning we're heading out, so Saturday night we're in Las Vegas. We're just trying to get through this craziness. Here in California, the governor just decreed today that everybody has to wear a mask anytime you're out of the house, which is no different than what we have been doing. Since Rachel has asthma, we take it very seriously, so I've worn a mask for longer than almost anybody I know. I put that Survivor buff on and I just wear it. And I've said it before because I don't want anybody to get in my face and say, hey, you should be wearing it. And I'm not shamed into doing it. But with Rachel being one of those compromised people, you have to. You know, she wears it, I wear it, the kids wear them. That's the way it goes. When we went to Arizona, a lot of people weren't wearing them, and there were moments where you take it off and you put it back on, you take it down. It's a whole thing, and it becomes numbing. But I do wear it more than I don't wear it, so doing my part. I'm going to watch a lot of movies. Try to review one on the show every time. Different one this week. For Your Eyes Only, James Bond. I was always a James Bond fan. I can remember when I was a kid catching repeats. Actually, not repeats. I take them back. This is Roger Moore as James Bond. For Your Eyes Only, 1981. This movie was on cable when we first got our cable box. Remember the brown cable box? A little brown remote? I've been trying to find one at the swap meet forever, and I can't find one. But For Your Eyes Only was one of the first James Bond movies to hit cable. I watched it a lot, and that caused me to watch any James Bond movie that came along. I watched Spy Who Loved Me, Live and Let Die, Moonraker. After this would be Octopussy and View to a Kill. And for my generation, Roger Moore was James Bond. Then at the video store, you see the James Bond section because there's enough movies to make its own section, and there's this other guy. I'm like, what is this witchcraft? So I rented Thunderball and Goldfinger and Dr. No and Diamonds Are Forever and From Russia with Love and You Only Live Twice. And that's when I realized, oh, Sean Connery is James Bond. Roger Moore as James Bond. There is a difference. Even Lazenby is not. I mean, he's good, but Sean Connery was always James Bond to me. It's weird to think, like, I'm not a real macho kind of guy. I'm not that guy. But I love James Bond movies. I love the precision of them, the clockwork-like way that they set their plots up, how everything opens with a mini-adventure, then onto the big adventure. I love the hallmarks of it. You know, when he goes in to see Miss Moneypenny, he throws his hat, and then he does a few sexual innuendo quips. He meets M, gets the message, goes to Q to get the gadgets, and the formula's established in Goldfinger holds true. Dr. No doesn't really follow that and Casino Royale didn't. But this one was on cable a lot, so I watched it a lot, and I thought, I'm going to watch it again and see if it's as good as I remember. I don't know what I was thinking as a kid, and I don't mean that it's a bad movie. I just mean that after Moonraker, and Moonraker was a glorious mess of James Bond going into space, because all the other Bond movies are relatively grounded in real life a little bit. Spy Who Loved Me, he's going to remake the world, but Moonraker, he's literally shooting lasers in space. It's a direct answer to the Star Wars phenomenon at the time. So when it came time after Moonraker to make another James Bond, Roger Moore was insistent that it had to be grounded in more reality. He felt silly in some of those scenes, and rightfully so. So For Your Eyes Only has no gadgets. In fact, at the beginning of the movie, they blow up his Aston Martin, the one that turned into a submarine in Spy Who Loved Me. They blow it up at the beginning of this movie as a way to say there's no gadgets in it. So it's a really dry spy, almost thriller. It's not, it has big action beats like any James Bond movie, but it's mostly espionage, revenge. It's the MacGuffin is this code breaker keyboard that everybody's trying to get to sell to the Russians so that the Russians can have access to all of England's missile codes. And it's all mixed up in this beautiful woman whose parents get murdered because she doesn't know her father is trying to find the wreckage of the ship to get the decoder. It's a really tightly done script. Does have some weird elements in it to it. It was very wrapped up in the Olympics. Remember what's going on in the world at the time. The Americans had just beat the Russians in hockey. So the Winter Olympics is a big freaking deal right now. So James Bond, it's all about the Winter Olympics. There's bobsledding, there's skiing, figure skating, there's skiing where they fire the rifle, and there's a subplot character who is a beautiful young ice skater, and she basically throws herself at James Bond. And in the context of the film, I watched the movies pretty closely. I think she's supposed to be about 16, and she's played like all she needs is bubble gum coming out of her mouth to infer that she's very young. And he thankfully rebuffs her. Turns out it's the same woman who played the same part in Ice Castles. She was known for playing ice skaters at the time, before like Moira Kelly and Cutting Edge, who they're like, look, you do the acting and we'll hire a double to do the skating. This woman did all the skating. And she's there only so at the end she can become a hostage. It's very painfully obvious why she's in the script. The bad guy is Julian Glover. If you know him from Star Wars, he's General Veers, who leads the attack on Hoth. He's also Donovan in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So he's a pretty good actor. He's I would say Kapellmeister, but he's not Kapellmeister. He's Pycelle, I believe, the character on Game of Thrones. Unrecognizable on Game of Thrones. The years, I don't know if it was makeup, but they had him done up to look like he was 200. But he's a debonair Englishman, bad guy. And the film is, it has big set pieces nestled throughout it. But it's not a typical James Bond movie. It's more like From Russia with Love, in that it's like espionage instead of over the top blowing up buildings. It's more about espionage and one-upsmanship. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It features a couple of shots that are just dumb. They're underwater in these old Greek ruins, and for no reason at all, the main character, she leaves her breathing apparatus at the bottom of the ocean, and it's only so that later in the movie they can retrieve it when they're in trouble. There's no reason for her to do that. Even as a kid, it's very glaring. Like it's not like it malfunctions or it gets like maybe have it get caught on something underwater, like it gets caught on coral and she can't get free unless she takes it off. But instead, she literally just takes it off and leave it at the bottom, and it's like plot device. We get it. But it's not a bad film. It made quite a bit of money, and it continues the James Bond franchise. Like I said, I was always a huge James Bond fan. I've seen all of them, even when they changed to Timothy Dalton for Living Daylights. I went and saw that in the theater, and then I actually worked a day of special effects on License to Kill. That's the James Bond movie nobody saw. It came out summer '89. Not a good year for a middle budget spy movie, even if it does have James Bond on the marquee. You're talking about the summer of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Batman, and Ghostbusters 2. That's a lot of big movies, and there were a lot of smaller movies nestled into that, and a lot of movies got lost in the shuffle. And License to Kill, originally called License Revoked, the title changed because they said Americans would not know what the word revoked means. That's how much they think of us in the movie business. But I worked today on that. I helped make these little tiny rubber maggots that James Bond dispatches a guy and then throws him in. That movie's important because it launches the career of Benicio del Toro, who would become a pretty big star. Timothy Dalton is in it. Robert Davi is the villain. Talia Soto. I mean, why I just rattle these off? My kids think I'm crazy. They won't watch James Bond movies with me. I've never got any of my kids to sit down and watch James Bond with me. So this is a pleasure I have that only I enjoy, the James Bond franchise. When the Daniel Craig movies, my favorite Bond as an adult, like Sean Connery, is always the quintessential James Bond. But as an adult, I think Pierce Brosnan knocked it out of the park. He was another guy who fell victim to that silliness clause where the plot is just nonsensical, and that's Die Another Day, his last one. He should have regrouped and gotten to do a serious one like this. He would have been very good in it. Brosnan was a really good Bond. Daniel Craig's okay. He's not exactly my cup of tea. And the scripts have not been very good, Skyfall being the exception. But hey, check out James Bond. You know you love James Bond. James Bond. And I'm Tucker, Jeff Tucker. And we'll see you on the next episode of 91 Reasons Tucker Time. Take care, everybody, and be safe.